Hello, this is Patchwork, and I just wanted to make a video that is hopefully going to continue with weekly updates to everyone about my channel. It's going to cover my thoughts on the past, future, and present status of my channel, as well as personal updates on what I've been up to recently. Just a disclaimer beforehand, this video isn't going to be about the gameplay, and if you don't care about what I'm up to, then feel free to check out some of my other videos that'll be more to your liking. Now let's get started for this week. Let's start off with the past of my channel, which will segue nicely into the present status of my channel. In the past, I was not uploading on a schedule and only had around 25 subscribers, which was more than I deserved on how infrequently I was bringing content to you guys. The truth about it, of why I wasn't uploading frequently, was not that I didn't have the content, it's just I didn't like the process of editing videos. Editing videos is something I do not enjoy. And usually it's around 50 minutes of editing per 1 minute of video. So when you are watching a 10-minute video or a 20-minute video, it's more like hours of work that I had to put into it behind the scenes, and I just didn't have the motivation to keep doing that. However, once the VSOR came along, and that was just the kind of changing point between my channel. Because once I saw Swiss was adding members to the VSOR, I decided to send in an application because I really didn't have anything to lose in doing so, and wasn't really expecting to get in, but when I did, it'd been a great ride so far, and I hope to keep doing it for as long as I can. About 2 weeks after I joined the group, the public server went up, and I decided to record some of the gameplay, and little did I know that Swiss was recording with me, and later that day he told me about how he got the footage and he was going to upload it later. When he did finally upload it, he added a link to my channel, and if Swiss is watching this, was a huge gesture, and I can't thank Swiss enough for showing people my channel. Because it's not about the amount of views and subs that matters to me, it's the fact that you guys enjoyed my videos enough to stick around and motivate me. That gives me, I mean, it's just the motivation it gives me that I can bring more content to you guys you can enjoy. It's true that I still don't like editing, you know, but with all these viewers and these followings, I have the motivation to power through it for you guys. But before Swiss featured my channel, I was at 43 subs, and as of now, I'm currently at 65 subscribers, and I'm still growing nicely, getting around 1 subscriber a day, and hopefully that can continue as long as, everyone enjoys my videos. As you can possibly see, my upload schedule is getting better, and soon after that, I started to make more and more videos for you guys. I want to thank everyone for not subscribing, but for enjoying my content and giving me the motivation to make more that you guys enjoy. I just wanted to put that out there as a quick thank you to you guys that have helped my channel in such a way and helped my motivation to make more videos for you guys, and hopefully you guys can keep it up for me. Now let's get to the part of what I've been up to recently. As you might know, I have a Radeon HD 6990, which is a fantastic card for high resolution gaming. But it's not the card that's a problem, essentially. It's just AMD's problem in general. It's Crossfire's problem in general of just having terrible micro-stutter, more recently known as frame pacing issues. So essentially, I just want to go with a really powerful single GPU card so I don't have to deal with any of that micro-stuttering or stuttering in the future. So when I'm browsing for a card for a client or myself, when it comes to just upgrading a card, building a computer, I always look at it objectively. I'm not an AMD fanboy, I'm not an NVIDIA fanboy. The thing about it, though, is that let's keep in mind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a card that's $550 or less, and a card that is just one powerful single GPU that's going to do best on my setup. Now, my setup is an iFinity display, or iFinity, which is I currently have, or NVIDIA Surround, whichever my choice would have been, is 3 1080p monitors. 3 1080p monitors is just one 1080p monitor short of 4K, so just imagine that I'm kind of in between 4K and 1440p when it comes to performance drop. So essentially, the problem I ran into when looking for an NVIDIA card is the only card that was in that price point I was looking for is the GTX 780. AMD's competitor was the R9 290. The 780 is a fantastic card. I love the extra features, you know, G-Sync, shadow play, physics. It's all very nice features in my opinion, and I would choose an NVIDIA card if I could. but it just was not the good choice in my scenario because I'm gaming, like I said, at just one 1080p monitor short of 4K. What's going to perform better in 4K, an R9 290 or a 780? R9 290 hands down. So that's just what I had to go for. I mean, it may not have those special extra features, but it has the raw horsepower I'm looking for while being a single GPU, which means no microstutter, so it was the obvious choice. So I was going to get it from a friend who owns a electronics store in a city not far from where I live, Portland, Oregon. Maybe you heard of it. Essentially, he said, well, I was going in there to, order in an R9 290, but he told me a secret that I should just buy from the manufacturer instead, or his supplier anyway. So I went to his supplier's site and I found a Gigabyte WindForce Edition R9 290 for $465. If you tried to get that on Newegg right now, it'd be $579, so I figured, that was a steal. So essentially, I got the WindForce Edition for $465, and I went ahead and took that, because I would have been stupid if I hadn't. So essentially, it arrives, since I'm ordering it directly through the directly from the distributor, it's not going to be as timely to arrive. So essentially, it won't arrive at him until, February 7th, and I gotta find time to drive up and get it. So somewhere around February 7th, maybe a few days after that, I'll have an R9 290, which will just hopefully improve every problem that I'm having with my current HD 6990. So that about wraps up the personal side of the update. Now let's get on to what I plan to upload for you guys soon. As you know, I've been uploading quite a bit of Arma footage in my public server series that I've been going, the 161st vStore public server series. It's been pretty great so far. I think you guys will agree as well that it's been quite fun. It's been fun for me to make, hopefully been fun for you guys to watch, but the biggest problem is that when I'm recording, it has to be kind of like, some of the scenarios just aren't great for recording. Like, I'm recording, hours and hours and hours of gameplay. I mean, I could be recording up to 8 or 10 hours worth of footage of Arma, but depending on the role I'm on, it just might not be usable. Like, I've done quite a few roles as the Comanche. I've been the pilot of the Comanche, and I've had, different players as the gunner doing their job, but it sounds entertaining, but when I go back to watch it, it's just me basically hovering, 250 meters, off the ground, just hovering for hours on end, just hovering, I don't think that'd be the greatest footage ever, so there's been a lot of times where I'd want to upload, it's just I don't have the footage for it, so what I'm looking for is something to kind of just fill in, I'm still going to continue Arma just like I have, I'm going to continue the public server just like I have, but I want some content to fill in with my free time, not just Arma, so what I'm planning on doing is a walkthrough or a let's play, essentially, just for fun, for me. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine, just stick around for my Arma videos, that's fine. But I just want something to do with my free time, and I'm thinking the first game I'm going to upload is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's definitely one of my favorite games of this entire decade of, the 2000s. So I'm probably just going to upload that because, like I said, it's definitely one of my favorite PC games ever, and it's a hidden gem of the PC gaming world, and I believe it needs to be known about more, so I'm going to be playing that, I think, but we'll see. My biggest problem, though, with walkthroughs is just my current channel, if you go back to my previous walkthrough, you'll see maybe 1 or 2 videos of it, and then it just falls dead. So essentially, I need to find the motivation to continue playing the game. So if you guys can watch, leave your comments, how you like the videos, that'd be great, and I'd be more willing to make the videos for you. So, that is about everything, and that should wrap up this week's video. Thanks for watching it to the end. Feel free to check out my other videos, and as always, thank you for finding your way to PatchworkHD Gaming.